Hello world, Stephen Michael Zach here, and today we're taking a look at the Manfrotto. This is their air cushion Cine stand. It'll cost this much at the time of the recording of the video, and these are going to be my own brutal and honest opinions as always. So let's take a look at what comes inside the box. My own brutal and honest opinions as always. This is new to me. So inside the box, you're going to get the stand, you're also going to get 3 wheels, and you're also going to get this package of hardware that goes with the wheels. Okay, so let's talk about the stand. First off, it is made of a combination of aluminum and metal. The pole is aluminum, and the main part here is made of what feels like a heavier metal. Now, one thing I want to show you is this thing goes up to, about 7 feet. I've actually gotten it up to about 7.5 feet by adjusting the legs. I get a little bit more latitude. It's a little bit less sturdier, but I can get it up to about 7.5 feet in height. And one thing I really love about this is when you turn the dial, it is air cushioned and beautifully air cushioned. Look how easily it just slides back in. You're not going to kill your fingers. It's not going to slam down. That is fantastic. Now, talking build quality, the knobs are absolutely lovely and robust. You do have these kind of metal things, which I don't care for, but again, those are replaceable if they break. And let's talk about the attachments up here. Now, it does take a junior pin right here, and I do have one of the large pins here that can just slide in. And I always like to keep an adapter attached to these. And it works beautifully well for adapting to your lights. Now, say you don't have one of these, or you just want something that's smaller. Well, we do have a little nubbin here with a 3/8 thread here. Now, there's not really a lot of room here to attach a light. It is rather a thin nubbins, if you will. But I do have a solution, and that solution is taking one of these little adapters here and just screwing that on. And that's really going to give you more latitude. It's going to give you a larger base to put stuff on. And of course, you can leave it attached, and it is inside, so it's not going to snag on anything. Now, say you want that 3/8, you're missing that 3/8. I do have a 1/4 22 3/8 adapter here, and I do really love these because they have the little Allen wrench port, so you can really wrench these on with a little tiny Allen wrench. But there you go, you can put that back on, and that pops in. It is popping out a little bit here, but not really too badly. Not that it's going to catch on anything. So there you go, there you have it, a quick fix. And when looking at build quality, it does have this beautiful metal little hole here for safety cables so that you are not, you could safety cable your very, very heavy gear just for protection, which is really fantastic. And it's time for a sexy leg shot as I show you that this has an offset foot. So if you are on ground that isn't level or you're on a stair, you do have this adjustable leg, which is pretty amazing. And of course, you can adjust it here and adjust the base to be higher or lower for support. And you could also go up really high here and lock that off, and then bring that down and sandbag it. So with this kind of leg configuration, you're going to get up to roughly about 7.5 I got up to. Again, it does make it a little bit less sturdier, but you can do it. We'll go ahead and set this down to where I like it. And there you go. There you have it. Okay, so let's talk about attaching the wheel here. And what we have is we have a little plate that goes inside and a little set screw. Surprisingly, it's not an Allen screw, it is a flathead screw. So you want to take this little nubbin here and make sure that's facing on the inside. And we're gonna just slide this down like so, and it'll move around. Let's get this a little bit started here. And we'll start it with the screwdriver here. And we'll go ahead and we'll just spin that in just a little bit. And let's go ahead and get the stand. And attaching to the leg is very easy. What you want to do is you want to get this kind of in here and just slide that in like so. And then you're going to take your screwdriver here and you're just going to fasten this down. And you're going to keep turning, pardon my head. And you're going to keep turning here until it is finger tight. And there we go. Now the metal piece will slip down inside. I think it's supposed to be flush with the metal, with the plastic here, but it's okay. It's just there for support. It's not going to go anywhere. So that is it. That is how you attach all 3 wheels. Okay, so let's talk pros and cons, starting out with the wheels. One thing I noticed missing from the wheels is there is no locking device on these. Now, I do know they sell these with locks on them, so I really wish these came with locks. And the as you saw when I was putting this together, the little insert here is hard to kind of line up with the top. Not a big issue. I just let them fall in. It's just basically there for support, but there are no locks on the wheels. And of course, another con is the fact that this is very, 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 very small. But again, there is a quick fix, so it's not going to be an issue. Another thing I found that was just scratching up my hands is the fact that there's no rubber on the ends of these. This is just metal and it's not filed down too well. So I'll either file it down or find some kind of tip to go here. Also, after a while, these may pull out and bend the metal. Again, it's just a little knob here. It's just a little screw here, so you can replace them. But that's just something to be careful of. Make sure you don't pull these too hard because they can break. On every microphone stand that I've had this kind of a screw and this kind of a mechanism, these have pulled out 9 times out of 10. So not sure it'll happen here, but it is something to be cautious about. And finally, this thing it's kind of a pro and a con. This thing is super greasy, especially the pole in between here. They really, I don't know, they must have over-lubed it in the studio. I do need to wash my hands. So when you first start using this, first thing you might want to do is wipe it down a couple of times. The second thing you want to do is wear gloves for the first couple of months until it becomes less greasy, because that is kind of a factor for me. But not a big deal, not a deal breaker, but it is something just to be cautious about, but to know that they have already taken care of this for you for a good long time. So just know the inner pole's a little greasy. Now, from the negatives to the positives, I love this thing. The combination of aluminum and steel and metal are fantastic. I love the fact that it does give you the option for a pin here. Everything fits nicely. I love the safety cable feature here. I love the slow close there, so it's not going to slam on your fingers. That is fantastic. It's got the leg that rises, so that is fantastic as well. So for the money, this on sale was about $126. Normally not on sale, it is like $304. I would definitely watch Amazon for a sale, or B&H or your local camera store, because to get these on sale is absolutely perfect. So there you go. There you have it. I am a huge fan of the Manfrotto air cushion cinema light stand, and I highly recommend it. So those are my thoughts, but I want to know yours. So leave your questions and comments in the notes below. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to mash that bell button to be notified when we drop a brand new video. And feel free to use the links below as it helps out the channel. I'm Stephen Michael Zach, and this is new to me.